Hello everyone, Slothcakes here and welcome to another episode of Rule of Cool, where I go through a series and rate the supers on how cool they look. Now today we're going to be tackling a series known as Kinnikuman, but some of you might know it as Ultimate Muscle, and we're going to be going through the PS2 game Galactic Wrestling featuring Ultimate Muscle. But before we get into things, like usual, I made a tier list on tierlist.com if you want to follow it along, link will be down in the description, and also for this game we're going to be using the 4Kids English dub, because why not? You know, I'm never gonna have a chance to hear the 4Kids dub again, so let's do it while we can. And also there's other Kinnikuman games that I want to tackle in this series, and those only have the Japanese dub, which is a lot better, so you know, let's do it while we can. But with that being said, there's a lot of characters in this game, so let's just get right into it. Now let's start things off with King Muscle, also known as Kinnikuman. I've always been a huge fan of the Muscle Spark. A thing I really didn't like about it was the beginning's always weird. It was just always weird back then and even to now. It's just weird that he does a bridge and he bounces you up while moving upwards, just defying gravity. And I know everything defies gravity in this, it's just, I don't know, I found it a little weird. Because he could have thrown you up or something, but it's been consistent throughout all the times. They always stayed with that, so you know, if they changed it, it would have looked really weird. But everything about it's cool. I really like the top part with the muscle spike. That's just a really iconic pose that I really much like. And when he's going downwards, he goes into this really weird position where the enemy lands on like the back of their neck and on all the joints. It's very nice. Beginning's a little meh, but everything else is just great, so we'll give you, I do want to grade on a curve, so I'm gonna give you the basics, because I don't think this is the best one, but I think you're very much up there. I want to give you an A. I think you deserve an A. That's just solid all around. I can't say anything really bad about it. It's the muscle spike, you know, it's Kanekami, the main character. I gotta give him something. Now let's head over to the Bucking Bronco Teddy Man. They at least got his accent right. I was expecting like Taylorman's cattle branding or calf branding, but I don't know how I like that. Now Taylorman's a very simple guy. All of his moves are not really flashy. He's just all of it is like submission holds. Nothing super fancy, it's all just ground holds. And I like that about him, but like visually it does make it a little meh. And what he does is the Texas Condo kick where he jumps off you and does a flying knee. I would have liked the calf branding a lot more. I would have liked the Texas Clover hold, but the spinning toe hold, it's a cool move, but I don't think it looks that nice as like the big finisher like in this game. I like Taylorman, but I don't like this one. I'm sorry dude, but I think I have to give you like a D. Yeah. Again, this is just for appearance in game. I do want to give you guys some lore and give you guys like some information for the series, but as appearance wise in the game, it's just a little lackluster. Maybe a low C. Yeah, I would give it a low C, because with D and F, there has to be some like really weird thing about it that just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't look too flashy, that's all I gotta say. Which makes sense, because that's the character. Next up is Ramen Man, and no, that's not his translated name. His translated name's actually Ramen Man, which is even more ridiculous. But he does have a cool reason his name's Ramen Man, but that's for a different time. Let's just get into this. I'm expecting some martial art move, and yeah. The Kowloon Wall Drop, but the 4Kids translation is the Great Wall Drop. Like, I don't see any problem with the Kowloon Wall Drop. It's just that he is Chinese, so you know, you gotta name him something that people will understand. I don't like it. I actually really don't like that name change. But overall, the move's really cool. Hits you up once, kicks you up even higher, then does like a reverse driver. Start to finish, looks clean. I expect something like that from a martial artist. I can't really say anything bad about it. Now, where would I put this? Let's see, I don't think it's as good as the Muscle Spike. I think it belongs in B tier. I can't find anything to complain about it, but I can't really just praise it as much. It's just good, like it. I like the original name more. I like his original name more. All around pretty good. Now for Buffalo Man, the Spaniard wrestler. For some strange reason, the 4Kids dub, they gave him a Russian accent. That accent's so weird. I really question the 4Kids dub. Alright, I'm a big fan of Buffalo Man's Hurricane Mixer. That's his charge move where he just runs at you. He does that twice, juggling you. Then he does his Trojan cross drop, which is just like he puts you over the shoulder and slams you back in like a suplex. Looks really nice. I do like when a character gets multiple moves and puts it into a string, which becomes the finisher. It makes sense from beginning to end. A lot of these are gonna be like that I remember. I actually don't remember all of them. I can't really say anything bad about it. It's like Ramen Man's. It's just good looking. There's no like problem with it. I don't see anything bad. Okay, let me see. Let's put you again B tier. I don't think it's amazing. I can't say anything bad about it. It just looks solid. I love Robin Mask. He's one of my favorite Kinikamine characters, so this is gonna be a little biased. But a funny thing about the 4Kids dub is, for some strange reason, they gave the British wrestler from England a Sean Connery impression.
Looks like they're tangled up together. What's gonna happen next?
I always forget he has that unicorn horn. I love the Robin special so much. It looks so cool, and like because it's all about the end. The Robin special's all about that upwards vertical triangular leg hold. Like, that's such a cool looking move. I love it. Like, I love it a lot. I just like the finish. It's that roller coaster ride where it goes up slowly, and once it gets to the end, it just skyrockets. That's all. It's just about that one pose. I always forget he has that weird unicorn horn. It looks really weird. I would have been fine if he just threw you up in the air then did the Robin special. I would have still liked it, but the unicorn horn's cool. It just, he hits you up higher, which yeah, it's alright. Now, what do I think about this move? Let's see. It's good. I like this one a lot. I just find the unicorn horn a little goofy just in general, but it's still cool. It does add a little more flair. I think that's A tier. I don't think it's as good as the Muscle Spike, but I very much love the Robin special. I gotta give Brocken Jr. the praise. I love that he always fights in his like military uniform. It looks really cool, but let's just get with this one. So it has a little bit more animation, which is nice. So the Red Rain of Pain's original name's the Red Rain of Berlin. I think both names are still really cool. That being said, I do not like this one. Brocken Jr. gets shafted a lot when it comes to video games and animation, because what he was doing was slapping you, right? And he wasn't just slapping you. The thing is that in the manga, when Brocken Jr. does like his slash hands, he can actually cut through you, and it's very gory. And it's just a very cool move that never gets the light of day. And we have to grade it on how it is in game. And while it is such a cool looking move in the manga, it looks really lame in this game. It looks like he's slapping the sweat off you, because like the little sweat droplets come off you instead of blood. And yeah, the background has like the blood rain, but that doesn't really help it. I think this one's... I don't know if I should give this one F tier, because it looks really bad. Let's give you a D. It still looks cool. Like, how he portrays it is still nice. It's just the follow-through is just a little bad. But he's still like, it's still nice looking to watch. It's just like the effect is bad. So I'll give you a D. Not an F, but very close to it. But if he was just doing the slapping, it would be an F. But he did put some character into it, so we would give you a D. Alright, now Sunshine, and before we show it, I need to explain one thing. Sunshine can turn himself into sand and form himself. The move is called Sand Hell, I believe, so I just wanted to explain his power before showing you the move.
They're entangled. Knockout top spin.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Piercing pyramid.
It gets weirder.
Smashing gate.
The Blockin' Rockin', it's not actually named that. It's the Hell Pyramid, the Hell Top, then the Hell Bridge. I don't know what it's weird. I like Sunshine later on in the series. It's just his power is cool and he does cool things with it. It's just when you look at it, you're like, yeah, he does that. That's cool. But just how it is, it's just like, it looks nice, but I can't really say anything else about it. It's just that, like, it's, yeah, that's what it is. So I don't know, I want to give this like a high C, just because I didn't really like it that much. It's better than Taylorman's, I believe. Yeah, I'll give this a high C. These are just two of like, I can't really say anything good about it. It's neat, but it's a unique power. But in this series, everyone has unique powers, so it's just kind of there. Okay, going on to another one of my favorite characters, Warsman. I think this guy is so cool, but he has a similar fate to Brocken Jr.
Looks like they're tangled up together.
So he fights with, like, basically Wolverine claws. The double claw screwdriver, also known as the double bear claw driver, his claws are really cool moves, and let's not explain why he can bring Wolverine claws into a wrestling ring. Now this move's cool, however, it just looks alright. It just looks like it looks like the original Psycho Crusher, because it technically is. But like I said, he has a similar thing to Brocken Jr., where in the manga, Warsman is a very violent fighter, and having two Wolverine claws acts as you would think it would act when wrestling. He rips people apart, and when he does his driver attack, it usually mutilates, rips apart, delimbs, or just severely brutalizes the enemy, and you just can't depict that in the game. So at best, it looks like a Psycho Crusher. At worst, it just looks like he's tickling your chest, which just sucks a lot. I really like I just love Warsman a lot, but it just doesn't look that great in the animation. It still looks cool, you know, it's still a Psycho Crusher. Psycho Crushers are still cool. Just wish we had that, like, gore. I just really wish we had that gore that the manga had. Now, I'll give you a... I don't know where I should put this one. I'll give you here. No, I don't... Because the thing is, unlike Brocken Jr.'s, it still looks like them... Like, it still has something to it. Like, Brocken Jr. does do something which gives it character. It's just the follow-through is a little lackluster. With Warsman, everything about it is nice. It's just that as someone who read the source material, I was expecting him to go straight through the guy or just to like for blood to go everywhere, but it still looks nice as it is, so I'll give you a mid-C. Because like I said, it's at worst, I mean at best, it's still a Psycho Crusher, and that's still pretty cool. Up next is Ninja Ned, which the origin name is just The Ninja, so I find it really funny that they had to give him like an actual name. But anyways. Oh, it's this one!
Here comes the ninja whale.
That one looks okay. So he has a few moves that have that startup. I don't know the original name for that one. Let me check for you guys. Alright, so the original name is Ninja Art Binding Spider Web. A lot cooler than just the spider web. I like it. I really like that he uses the ropes. I'm a big sucker for moves that are like that. I can't really say anything bad about it. I think the start of it is a lot better than the end, because all he does is just elbows the top of your head. There are other times where he does other things, like some other ninja bullshit while you're like tied up with the ropes, which is really cool. I would give this a B. I like it. It's just that if he did something else after you're tied up other than just an elbow to the top of the head, it would be higher. But I really like this. I think it looks cool. On to Skullduggery. And honestly, I very much like the name Skullduggery. His original name is Kinnikuman, I believe. But anyways.
He got him.
Yeah, he just has a gun. And gets you right in the leg with bone chilling. So it doesn't actually have a move, it's a reference to when he actually took out a gun and shot someone in the leg. I don't know how I feel about this one, because it's not a wrestling move, it's just gun. So I still like it because it's funny, because he's like a joke character, so him just taking out a gun, I do want to give that a high rank, just from the humor of him taking out like a gun in the wrestling rink. I don't know, maybe that's a little too much, but it's just nice, it's just funny. It's a joke character, he's not an actual wrestler, but the idea that they put him in the game and have him have goofy moves and stuff is just really funny. And why not have his special be, first of all, a reference, and just to have something that fits his character. So yeah, we'll give you that. Maybe we'll bump it down to a B later on, but as of right now, let's give it an A, because we got this nice little square going on. Well, you know, except for Falcon Jr. right here. Okay, now let's go with Kid Muscle, also known as Junior, but original name is Kinnikuman, which is the main protagonist of Kinikamine Nisei. I actually don't know which is... Is this the Gravity or the Oh, it's the Generation. I mean Millennium. That's solid looking. Honestly, it's a very simple one. He throws you up and uses the rink to like torpedo you in the back. Looks very painful. And it's just very good. Like, I like it a lot because it's not the Kaniku Buster or the Driver or a variant. It's Montaro's original move, which I very much appreciate. So, cause like I don't want his like big finisher to be just a variant of one of his dad's moves. So I like that a lot. But as in game, it still looks really nice. It's portrayed nicely from start to finish. You go up, he just launches you in the air, use the ropes to launch you. I like it, but the thing is that so many characters have such interesting moves, such unique powers, and such like weird things about them that it's really hard to grade it. Because it's not like they're just all fighters or they're all wrestlers. We have people made out of sand, we have people with multiple arms, we have people that can transform. It's just such a weird thing that I don't know how to grade these. And no matter how much I think about it, it just gets weirder and weirder. Overall, I do think it's a B. I like the Robin special, that's just me being biased. The Muscle Spark is just great, and Gun is really funny to me. I'm really curious on what's gonna be in S rank. But right now, that's a B. Terry Kenyon, also known as Terry the Kid, which is Taylorman's son. Let's see what he's got.
Looks like they're tangled up together.
I hope it's not the same thing. Alright, so it's... I don't know his beginning move where he puts you in that headlock thing. I forgot what the name of that move. It's very similar to his dad's. Except his dad starts with the Texas Condor kick. Then when he's on the ground, he uses the leg submission, the spinning toe hold. I like the Kid's more. Terry the Kid has a much better one, I believe. I like the beginning part where he like jumps behind you, and just personally, I prefer the Texas Clover hold over the spinning toe hold. That being said, I feel like the spinning toe hold hits significantly more, but actually, I don't know. I'm gonna make this really simple. I honestly do not know which one I like more. I feel like I should just put both of them in the same spot. It's just that they're both extremely similar, and thinking about it, I have no idea if I like the Texas Clover hold more, or if I like the spinning toe hold more. But in general, I just think they belong in the same spot. So I know I'm not gonna pronounce this right, but his original name is Sayuchin, but the 4Kids dub name him Wally Tuscan, which is really funny. But yeah, he's just a really weird looking walrus man. But anyways, Nisei had some really weird characters. So we're going with the Megaton Punch. Oh, okay. That's actually... Huh. Ice Rock Driver. That's not that bad. Doing the the dynamite punch upwards is cool. I do like that. He doesn't jump upwards. He goes into a ball, then like goes up, then puts you into it. That looks good. That's surprisingly good. That's a surprisingly cool looking one. Let me see. I think that's right there. I think that's right under Muscle Millennium. I like it. I just think it's really nice looking. So this guy's original name is Gazelle Man, which makes sense. He looks like a gazelle. Do you guys want to know what 4Kids named him? Guess. You guys gonna think something like, you can think of anything, but his 4Kids name is Dick Van Dyke. Yeah.
Get him! Looks like they're tangled up together. What will happen next?
I didn't want to spoil anything, but Gazelle Man Savannah Heat, I always looked at him as just like a budget warsman, which is weird because Warsman appears in the series. He's so... like, the Gazelle horns is just basically Warsman's bear claw but lamer. How he flies into the air looks like... it looks like in Gmod, if you guys played that, where you guys got a prop and just hucked it across the map. I feel like it just looks like that. It just looks really dumb. And just really weird in not a good way. Like, not in a humorous way or in like a... like, you know, like Skullduggery or something. That's his signature, the Savannah Heat. And it just doesn't look good at all. Well... I'm gonna be honest, this might... yeah. I think this is gonna be F tier. I can't say anything nice about it. It's... yeah, it does have more go to it in the manga, but like, it still just looks dumb on how he like spins. Because he's not like cartwheeling towards you, he looks really stiff. That's my problem. Yeah, looks like you're gonna be the F tier. Let's just hope no one joins you in F tier, dude. The son of Robin Mask, Kevin Mask, named after Kevin Nash. This guy is so damn cool looking. Look at him, dude. He is on like the edge of being just ridiculously stupid looking, but he just looks so cool. I love Kevin Mask so much. He's definitely one of my favorite Kinnikuman and Nisei characters.
He got him. Big Ben Bash.
It's such a simple move. I love the onomatopoeia, the Big Ben Bash. The original name is the Big Ben Edge, but the 4Kids name isn't actually that bad. It still keeps the Ben part because of the Big Ben, but just gives it onomatopoeia, which is nice. I like it a lot. It's a very nice driver. It's very simple. I just like it a lot because Kevin Mask does it. I think I have to give him an A, just because I love the... The thing is, with the Japanese dub, Kevin Mask's voice is just really nice, and when he does it, it just sounds... I just like how he says it. But it's a lot harder to understand in the 4Kids dub, but... I think that deserves... Let's see. I think that deserves an A. I know this is biased. This one's completely biased. And I'm sorry about that one. But this one is an A. I really much like it. I just like Kevin Mask. I think he's cool. Now for Jaeger. Now his original name is Jade, but 4Kids named him Jaeger. I don't really know why, but anyways. Jade is trained by Brocken Jr., so you can see a very similar playstyle.
Looks like they're tangled up together. What will happen next?
It still has the same thing where he sweat. Well, like, it looks like he's just sweating. Like he just. But I do have to say a few things. Jade, when he does the Red Rain of Pain or the Red Rain of Berlin, his hand catches fire. So at least it has something nice that makes it different from Brocken Jr. So it does look cool, like, even without the blood. Now it still has the same thing where it's a very gory move where he does very deep cuts to the person, but it still has like something to it. I think it has a little less character than Brocken Jr.'s, because all it is, it's the like running slash. It would look cool if that sweat was red. Like if that water particles was red, it would be much higher. They should have just made it the Beefcake Hammer, which was his other move, which looks a lot cooler. No, I think Brocken Jr.'s is better. No, actually... Brocken Jr. has that little beginning part, which is nice, but Jade has the flaming hand, which looks... Yeah, I think Jade is better. Well, at least these two... Oh god, I feel bad now. Alright, yeah, these are... Yeah, they get shafted. Sorry about that, guys. So let me explain something about Checkmate, because I do want to talk about the powers when I just need to explain it. So, when he touches the rook, he becomes stone. When he touches the horse, his lower half becomes a horse and he becomes a minotaur.
They're entangled. Just face change.
So yeah, when he touches both of them, he becomes a stone minotaur. It's really long.
I'll drive a stallion style.
I like the name a lot. I really like the name. The horse sound is really uncomfortable, but Pile Driver Stallion Style is a very cool looking move. It's a little long. Now at the beginning, when you saw the blue stuff in his chest, the stones actually open up and the enemy gets their limbs stuck in it so we can do that move. it would have just been better if he just held on to them just so, because it's just really weird if you have no idea what it is. So it's kind of it's a little rocky in the beginning, but overall it's a very cool move. That's the thing, I'm saying this about everyone, like, it's a cool move, but how cool? You know what, I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to give this guy an A rank, and... Alright, so, we have to give Kinikamine the credit. I'm just gonna bump this up to S, because every time I look at something, I'm like, it's not the muscle spark cool. I like the Ramen Man, I like the Ramen special, I like the Big Ben edge. I love this Power Driver Stallion style. I just don't think they're as good as the Muscle Spike. I just think the Muscle Spike deserves up there, but I'ma give that an A rank. That's good looking. So another character I like is Scara, which is a really weird name. His original name's Scarface, which is weird because his signature move's named after him, but they kept the name of his move. But anyways. This is cool looking. Oh, I love this one so much. Okay. I gotta explain. When he takes that little yellow base max down, his head becomes yellow, and he becomes much more of a brutal fighter. I like that move a lot. Now, the Japanese dub, a lot of characters really put their chest in it when they scream their signature attack, but I still like it. I love the positioning. I like how he just punches you upwards instead of throwing you up, and I just like that it's a variant of the Kiniku Buster, but he puts you in a headlock with his legs, then he goes down. It looks extremely painful for both people because he's landing straight on his tailbone, but he's crushing your windpipe on the way down. It's a I love it a lot. Big fan of the Scar Buster. Now, how big of a fan am I? No, it's B. I don't think it's... I think a big thing that sells some of these moves is the character saying it. The voice is a very important thing, and that's probably why that's a big reason. Well, it helps. It adds to me grading these fairly because the Japanese dub puts a lot of effort and like a lot of like character into the voices where they just scream the moves, and that sells the moves a lot. So in this with the 4Kids dub, I'm more grading on how it looks because some of the dub is a little kind of sort of meh. So as it is, that's a B tier, but if it was the Japanese dub, I feel like this would be an A tier. Up now is Hanzo, which I actually don't remember what it is, so this is going to be surprising to both of us.
They're entangled. Tatami puppet.
Huh? Oh yeah, I forgot he could do that.
The Wasabi Wallet. Here we go.
Interesting. I'm 100% sure the Wasabi Wallet's not the name of that move. Let me just check that real quick. Alright, so I can't pronounce the name at all, but the translation, the direct translation would be Temple Bell Splitter, which sounds a lot cooler than Wasabi Wallet. Like, significantly better. It's also called the Hanzo style Secret Hanging Bell Breaker, which again sounds really cool. But you know, they gotta name these really dumb stereotype names, but overall, very cool looking move. I was thinking he was gonna do something with the doll at the beginning, but he just used the doll to like, just as a boost. But that doesn't really take anything away. Where is it? We shall put you... I think that's an A. I think that's really nice looking. It has like a unique look to it, and I really like the position he puts you in. So Bone Cold, first of all, I love this guy's walking animation. Look at this. It reminds me of Dio's animation in the Stardust Crusader Dreamcast game. I just love it a lot. But anyways, Stone Cold, you guys can guess where the name comes from.
He got him. Bone goes blade. There he goes.
I think that's really lame. It's so his father's skullduggery, and yeah, his father also has the gun thing, but skullduggery was a lot more comedic. Bone Cold is just it had the sweat, which was supposed to be blood, and it did that weird thing where he just went like spinning into another direction instead of like it like doing like a stab through or something. I can't say anything good about it. Like, the beginning part is cool where he locks on, then he grabs the weapon, and he has like the extendo arm. But I feel like it could have been portrayed a lot better. I just don't think the move's that cool. Yeah, I gotta give you an F. I just don't like it. Well, you know, at the bright side, Gazelle Man has someone to be with, but you know, he's not lonely in F tier, but I think this is significantly better than Gazelle Man. Now let's go with Canadian Man, also known as Manti Tobin. And can you guys guess which one is his 4-kid's name? If you guess Manti Tobin, you'll be correct. It's very strange that they changed this guy's name from Canadian Man to Manti Tobin. I can't even pronounce it right. But anyways, let's just go with Canadian Man.
He got him. Canadian. Backbreaker.
Okay. The beginning...
Over, top guy.
Okay, the beginning was kind of like lame. I was just silent because I wasn't expecting much. I'm like, okay, he's just gonna do a bunch of poses and stuff. But ending with the Canadian backbreaker was cool. It was just drawn out, and it feels like it was just... Nothing had like a rhyme or reason. I did like the ending, which was cool, but other than that... Yeah, it was just like, yeah... It just feels like a lot of things happened, but none of those things really connected. It just looked like he was doing completely separate moves, but just doing them one at a time. Like an example would be Buffalo Man. If you looked at Buffalo Man, he did the Hurricane Mixer, which launched you up. He came back, did another one to keep you up in the air, then jumped up and did that. With Canadian Man, it's just moves. And I don't really like it. I would feel that's like... It is a little goofy, and I do like the humor. He is a gag character. He's basically a jabroni in the series. So I'll put you like right here. It's... Yeah, it's like right here. It's nothing too special. But I did get a laugh from it, so there was that. Now I gotta explain something with Black Hole. Black Hole can create black holes in the hole in his head, and he can suck things up, spit them out, and he has shadow powers. Fairly simple, weird powers, but it does look cool. I always think the dots up there are his eyes. I always think those yellow dots are his eyes. This is such a cool looking special. Oh, that is so cool. Okay, so there's a lot of things I like with this one. Again, first of all, look at those yellow dots. I think those are his eyes or his nose or something. It always freaks me out. But I really like the... So a nice thing is when he absorbs someone, there's like some resistance to it. It's not like just a complete slip, which it looks kind of cool. The animation of them going inside is also cool. In the middle, when he's like beating you up in the void, like it's all white looking, but I really like the ending part where he like reforms like into the reality with a upward suplex, and that's really, I just think it looks really nice. I feel like the middle part could have been like a little faster, or just like a pummel, instead of just doing that like little dance and stuff. But yeah, it was still good. It's still good looking. I do like that. I would say A tier. Like, right here. I like the move. I just like the move a lot. I like his powers, and having that like really weird teleportation thing is just, it incorporates his powers really nicely. That's probably the best thing. This could just be me being very lenient. Let me... I'm gonna put you right here. Thinking about it, I wasn't a big fan of Hanzo's. I think... Actually, no. I'll do this at the end. I don't like doing this in the middle, but looking at it, I did like it more than Hanzo's, but I look at Hanzo's and I didn't actually think it was better than the Muscle Millennium. The Ultimate Skullbuster is cool, but I feel like it has to have that verbal like scream to make it amazing, but I feel like Black Hole's right here. I just like that a lot. Now let's go with Ashura Man, which his name's been changed to Shivano. Ashura Man sounds much better, but anyways. Now I do love this guy, like having 6 arms in a wrestling series is really cool. And there we go, the improved Ashura Buster. The Meta Shivano Buster. Alright, the voice actor's not that great, but I do have to show you Ashura Man's laugh. It's such a nice, unique laugh. I love it so much. It really fits it. His voice just fits that character a lot. The improved Ashura Buster, I don't know, it didn't feel like it had that much of an impact. I don't know why, it just felt a little like lackluster. I think it's the posing which just made it like all right. Huh. It could have been the sound effect as well, but it just felt like it didn't feel strong. Which is just a really weird thing to say, but I just didn't like it as much. But it's still cool, but I don't know. I really like the move in the manga and in the other games. It's just like, even in anime, it's a really cool move, but I don't think this really sold it that well. Goddamn. I'm doing this thing again where it just becomes a pyramid where like it's just meow and meow. It's cool, but there's things I don't know what it is that I don't like about it, where I want to give it a B. I want to give it like right here. I can't say what I don't like something about it, and it's not the voice. It's not the voice. But there's something I don't like about it on how it's portrayed in this game, but I can't really put my finger on it. Okay, now time for a cool character, and his name is Neptune Man. He's basically the Hulk Hogan of the series. Like, no, seriously, if you take his mask off, he looks exactly like Hulk Hogan.
Looks like they're tangled up together. What will happen?
I wonder what it's gonna be. Oh, it's gonna be this one. Oh, wait, let's, oh, this could... Oh wait, that is really extra. Oh my god, that is good. That is really good. So Neptune Man has magnet powers. He can like do soda electricity stuff and magnetize people towards him. One of his moves is called the cross bomber, or the running lariat, where he magnetizes you towards him and he hits you with a running lariat. That by itself is one of his special moves. He has another one known as the double leg suplex, where he does that where like he throws you against the ropes, you slam onto his chest, then he suplexes you with like a forklift suplex. And a really cool thing about that suplex is you see these spikes on his chest. Those aren't just for show. When he does that move, you stay on him because you get impaled by the spikes. But he incorporates both of them into the move, and it goes so smoothly. It's not like it's like Buffalo Man's, where it goes smoothly. It's not like Canada Man, or Canadian Man, where it's just like one move, then the next move, then the next. It's one move that leads to the next move. And that is a good special. Honestly, that is S tier. That is an S tier move. Uses his powers, uses both of his signature moves. It just really incorporates everything to it. This game did that move justice. I love it. Now let's go with Kinikuman the Great, which his full kid's name is Lord Muscle.
Looks like they're tangled up together. What will happen next?
Okay.
Triple beefcake!
It's just a string of moves. So I do like the Kinikuman the Greats, and yeah, there's multiple Kinikuman the Greats. There's actually 3 of them. And just for the lore reason, Kinikuman the Great is actually a guy in a bodysuit and a mask. But his is not... It's the... I understand it lore reasons on why it would be like that, but I'm not a fan of it. I don't like this one, mostly because there's nothing... Like, Taylorman's is basic, but at least it has some, like, something to it, like he's doing something. And this one, it's just regular moves. I don't know how I feel about that one. I think we should leave you, like, right... Let's give you a D. It's alright, that's what I gotta say. It's kind of bleh, but at least it's simple, you know, at least it's simple looking. Now let's move on to Kinikuman the Great the Second, which I think I butchered that name, but in the 4Kids dub they call him Lord Wrangler, which will... You can connect the dots on why. Yeah, it's Taylorman's special. And gameplay-wise, this guy's a clone character of Taylorman. So, we don't even need to say anything, he's just gonna go where Taylorman goes. Because it's not like he changes or anything, so... And just to make things simple, you know, let's just put them right next to each other. Now for Big the Budo, which is also named Big Budo. Which, okay, they just took away the, but that's fine.
They're entangled.
Ooh! Alright! That's simple, very simple. I do like that. It's just nice. You got the kick to the stomach, the throwing upward with a punch to the stomach. Or was that a knee to his stomach? He hit him in the stomach. He then hit him upwards. I really like how that driver looked and how, like, you stand on him, because this guy is huge, so he's using all of his body weight. That's cool looking. It's very simple. It looks like anyone who has like a big body, hence the name Big Budo. It seems like anyone could do that was like a big guy, but that was still cool looking. It was still nice from like start to finish, so I did like that. I can't really say anything else about it. You know, it's just good. I wish he used Big Budo's like powers and stuff, but he still did a lot of things just using his size and brute force, so that's good. That would be like... Yeah, I think that's better than Ramen Man's. Actually, let me... I like Buffalo Man, so I'm gonna put you a little up there. Yeah, I think you're good right there. That was good. That's a solid B. Now let's move back to Sunshine, and this isn't just regular Sunshine, this is Sunshine Supreme. Also known as the original name, New Sunshine, which is... Okay. But yeah, besides the shoulder armor, this guy is actually different, so let's look at it.
They're entangled.
You guys can never guess what's gonna happen next. Oh, it's so dumb. Yeah, he has a rolling press in his chest. He still has his sand powers. It's just a really... If you... see, like, I get it, and I understand the the context, but looking at it, this is really weird from an outsider perspective. At least with, like... Because it is portrayed nicely, but it's just kind of like... Yeah. I want to put you next to Sunshine. Like, because I can't really tell which one I like more. I think I like New Sunshine more, but I feel like they're still at the same, like, level of just being like, oh, okay, that just happened. I also just like the portraits. New Sunshine's smiling while Old Sunshine's just, like, frowning. But yeah, I don't know where to put that besides C. Now let's move to Scarface, which is his 4 kids' name, original name being Pentagon. So this guy can fly. He also has other powers, but let's not go over them.
Space shuttle. Space Falcon. This is it.
Space Falcon is... Alright, so...
Here we go.
I like it. I think it's cool. I think it's like, could be like a solid B. But I'm really weirded out by like the pentagon he makes that floats you up. Cause normally he just kicks you up when he does that. You know, it could have just been a while I'm missing something, but I don't think I've ever seen him make that pentagon to hit you up. That just seems really weird. I don't know why that's... But besides that part, it's just, yeah, it's good. He just comes at you with a bunch of flying kicks, launches you up in the air, kicks you back down, and ends it with a body slam. That's, yeah, that's nice. I'll give you like right here. Actually, no, I think it's better than, yeah, Scarface. I'll give you right here. It's just nice. I just don't like that, like, pentagon thing. Not pentagon, star formation he did. Why did I say pentagon? I'm thinking of his name, but still, I just don't like how that... I don't know why. I don't know what... I'm trying to remember if he ever did that before. Because Pentagon does have other powers, and his powers are actually kind of, like, really cool and weird. But let's not talk about that. Let's just keep on going. Okay, so Special Man's in the same boat as Canadian Man, where he's kind of like a jobber, but this guy represents America, hence the football player attire, which is really funny because Taylorman kind of represents America, but he only represents Texas, which is just... It's goofy, but anyways.
He got him.
He has a really weird helmet.
He shoots, he scores. Touchdown of glory.
I'm really confused.
Yeah.
That's...
There he goes.
So he football tackles you into the ropes, that's cool. He then goal kicks you upwards, then he somehow gets behind you. It really sells the whole football attire, and yeah, that makes sense, but like, I don't like it that much. It just seems really, like, okay. I think it's cause it's the character, it's just like, yeah, football. That's like his thing. But I'm not that much of a fan of it. I think I just have to give it like a C. Yeah, it's not... I can't really tell what. It's just I wasn't really that big of a overall fan of it. It's just nice looking, but not great looking. It has... It's just like, it makes sense from start to finish. Except for the third part, that's a little weird, but like... Other than that, after you finish it, you just look at it and you're like, oh, okay, so that's just, yeah, that's nice, I guess. Now for the sumo wrestler of the series, Susumi, also known as Wolfman. It's always weird that his eyes don't have pupils. I do like the POV. That would be really just lame if it wasn't for the POV. That saved it from just being like a D. It's a sumo wrestler. I don't... Besides E Honda's like moves, I don't really know what I would give a sumo wrestler for like a move. But I feel like I'm putting a lot of things in a B. Now let's give you a high C, because it was cool, but I don't think it was that great. He has cooler moves, but like... And that's a problem I'm having, that a lot of these characters have cooler moves, or these moves are cool, it's just that how they're portrayed in the game isn't the greatest, and that's the deciding factor. And yeah, there's some of them, like Kevin Mask and Ramen Man, that I just generally really like, but I try to be as fair as possible. A lot of these just don't really get the limelight because of this game and how it's portrayed in game. Especially like Brocken Jr. and Jade. So this guy's name is Prince Lo Ao in the 4Kids dub, and I don't understand it. His original name is Prince Kamehameha. He's Kinnikuman sensei. He taught him his techniques, well, the 52... What was it? The 52... deadly holds and the 42 killer techniques, I believe. I maybe got those numbers mixed up, but anyways.
Looks like they're tangled up together. What will happen next?
And yeah, it's just Kinikamine the Great's, the first Kinikamine the Great's, super. And yeah, cause you know, the spoilers. Anyways, you are gonna, go right next to him because there's not a reason. Shit, which Kinikamine the Great was it? No, I think no, it was you. Yeah. No, it was this one. So yeah, you're just gonna go right there. It's all right. You know, it's the exact same thing, so I can't really grade it any differently. But I do like how Prince Kamehameha looks. I don't know why. I just really like the design. Now for Street Scrapper, and yeah, that's what he's titled in this game, Street Scrapper. And he's totally not Hulk Hogan, and he's totally not Neptune Man.
He got him.
I wonder if he has the same special. And that's a yes, so I'll just show it for you guys again, but yeah, it's just Neptune Man's. Actually, it's a little lamer, because the electricity effect doesn't show up. The electricity effect doesn't show up, and he doesn't have the spikes on his chest, which adds that like cool factor to it that like hooks onto the enemies. So this is actually a clone character that has a worst special, even though it's the exact same thing. That was S tier. This is low D. It's still cool, but the idea, like if Neptune Man wasn't in this game, this would be like a actually I think this would be like maybe an A, because it's just cool looking, but because it's a clone character, because it's Neptune Man, it doesn't have the cool effects, doesn't have the spikes, it just gets shot right down. You know, sometimes I don't understand these name changes. Like we got this guy named Poseidon, which they changed it into. I'm like, okay, what's his original name? Well, his original name is Neptune King, which is, I don't really see a problem, but you know, this guy looks all very similar to Big the Budo, so let's see if his special is the same. And that's a yes, so exact same spot unless something's different. Alright. Exact same thing, so exact same spot. Can't really say anything more, can't say anything less. So we're gonna be talking about my favorite character in Kinikuman. They call him Rogue Shogun in the 4Kids dub, but but his original name is Akuma Shogun, and this guy is the definition of cool looking.
He got him.
This is such a good one. Oh, it's just a massive amount of strings. Oh, that's so nice. That's okay. To explain it, it's 9. The thing is that Akuma Shogun attacks each part of the body, so he has specific moves to attack it. Lore-wise, it's a very cool move because he heavily damages each part of your body, ending it with the Hell's Guillotine, which damages your neck, killing you. But as an outsider perspective, it's just what, like 6 moves right after another. It's the... I don't even know them in order. It's the what? The Dyson drop, the double arm somersaults, the double knee crusher, the helm splitter, the stomach crusher headbutt, then he's got the handshake, and at the end he does Hell's Guillotine. Look, if he just did Hell's Guillotine, I would have gave it a high score. I think Hell's Guillotine is a very simple but nice looking like attack. But the fact that he did all of it is just really cool looking. Oh god, I think that's really nice. You know, in my mind it makes sense. It does just look like a bunch of random moves, and it kind of is, but I just like how unique each move is, and it's done really fast. And really just the cherry on top's the Hell's Guillotine. I honestly think that's S tier. I very much like that, and that's probably me being biased because, you know, you can be cool, but you'll never be Akuma Shogun cool. Alright, so now it's Gold Man, and Gold Man, surprise surprise, has the exact same special as Akuma Shogun. They're the same character. But I'm gonna show it again because I just really like that one. This is really extra, and I love it so much. Oh, it's called the Hades Guillotine in the 4Kids dub. 9-point Seal of Doom. The original name is the 9-point Seal of Hell, I believe. God, this guy is cool. But yeah, same spot. So I got the names a little mixed up. Ramen Man's still called Ramen Man in the 4Kids dub. This guy's called Ramen Man, and can you guess who he is? In the original, he's called the Mongolian, but anyways. I think it's the exact, yeah, it's Ramen Man's super. So yeah. Still looks cool. This guy's head looks like a mighty bean. But anyways, so you're right here. Ooh, where's Checkmate? Right there. I do like how he looks a little more, so I'll put that guy in front, but yeah, exact same thing. Okay, so this guy in the dub is named Buffalo Rampage. There's a reason why they don't call him his actual name, because this is just Buffalo Man possessed by Satan. And as you can see with his shadow, that's the devil himself. It's actually really cool, and he's got it on his back too, which is really weird but awesome. But anyways, and I actually don't know if all these clone characters have the same special or not, so that's why I'm showing them all. But I'm saying that because I wait. Oh! 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 Oh my god, I didn't even oh right, okay. I thought he was just gonna have the Hurricane mix into Trojan Cross Slam. That's a sick move. Holy shit, that's cool. He starts with the Hurricane Mixer like Buffalo Man's signature, but since he has the long horn, and that's when one of his horns goes in and the other one goes long, he uses that, oh, and it does like that snapshot, and he goes straight down on it. But not only that, Buffalo Man just grabs him and throws his limp body on the ground. That's an S tier super. That's very good. I have to say it's S tier because It's just nice, first of all. Very nicely done. It gets Buffalo Man's, but adds something else to make it more brutal and to really like sell the point that he's like enraged, evil, and possessed. It's a very cool looking. I like that a lot. That's S tier. That's beautiful. Now Barracuda looks like an original character, but actually, okay, yeah, it's just, yeah, you can easily tell who it is. Yeah, that just gives it a dead getaway. So, yeah, it's just the Robin special. It does look weirder now because he doesn't have the horn. So that headbutt just looks like a really strong headbutt. Just to make things simple, actually, let's give it a... I might have to give this just like a C or something. It's just... Actually, no, let's just make it simple. Actually, no, I don't even like it. I can't put it with Robin Masks because I really like how Robin Masks is portrayed. But this guy is just... It's the exact same thing but looks a little weirder. Like Street Scrapper. I'll put you right next to Street Scrapper. It doesn't fit the bill. That little change does add a lot because it looks a little weirder. I actually have no idea why they named him Beetle Bomb in the 4Kids dub, but this guy's original name is Geronimo.
He got him. Apache L.
Oh! Okay, that was actually pretty cool. I like how like his eyes are always covered, but like when they're covered, it's not fully covered, so it kind of looks like he just doesn't have eyes at all. And his head also looks like a mighty bean. But first things first is the dub, the voice actor doesn't really put a lot of effort into the guy screaming, so it just sounds like he's just kind of just But besides that, besides the voice, it's a very cool move. The original name's called the Apache War Cry. Usually it's just the war cry and the guy falls, which is alright, but I like how it pushes him into the ropes. But that being said, when I say that out loud, him screaming pushed people into the ropes? I didn't really get that. But when he got bounced off the ropes, I like how he did the double tomahawk slash and hit them downwards. Just that... The voice actor made it weird, because it just made it look like he wasn't even screaming. How he went from screaming to being hit into the ropes doesn't actually make any sense. I don't... Because if it was just the Apache war cry and he was putting emphasis in that scream, I'd be fine with it, but since it's those 3 sections put together, it looks really weird. How weird? I think it's probably the best D tier. And it sucks, because I like Geronimo. I think he's pretty cool. It's just that a big thing with Geronimo, and that's a big thing I wanted, like, because the voice actor for the original dub for the Japanese voice actor puts a lot of, like, heart into Geronimo's screams, which he does a lot, and you just don't get that with the 4Kids dub. And that's a reason why I did the 4Kids dub. Like I said in the beginning, it's gonna make me grade things a lot harder, because I just have such nostalgia for the voices that, you know, example would be Scarface just screaming Ultimate Scarbuster would make me shoot that all the way up to an S. Now for a character just named Grandpa, which is pretty funny. But anyways.
He got him.
Oh, is it just like a test of strength? Okay, that's S. Come on. That's so funny. That's just such a dumb... Okay, it's like Gun. It's like Gun where it has to go like... it's a gag character, right? You know, like Skullduggery. It's just a goofy character that's not well, he did wrestle when he was younger, but it's just a goofy character, right? But like that they made it just a funny looking. Oh god, that's just so dumb that I love it. I gotta give you an S. Like, come on, it's dumb and funny. It's just because it could have just been the Bear Claw, but they just decided, let's just make it something stupid. And yeah, I do like that. I appreciate that. It's very unique in a good way and very different. Because if it could have been much shorter, and I would have been like, it's alright. But he could have done the Bear Claw and like beat the guy, but they just have to do that little handshake. It's nice. So this guy's name is Lord Flash in the 4Kids dub, but his original name is Kudo. Or is it Kubo? Either way, yeah, it's just Warman's double Bear Claw driver. Exact same thing. At least he has the mouth opening that Warsman also has. He does look cool. I very much like his design. I really like the colors too, and like the little crown. But it's, you know, it's Warsman, so it goes where Warsman goes. Okay, so this guy's original name I really have a hard time pronouncing. It's called Ikliloy, I believe. I'll just put it on screen for you. Anyways, his 4Kids name is Commander Tubinsky, and this guy looks like a plane. And just to explain something, because it might shock some of you guys and get you really confused, he can transform into planes. Yeah, he can transform into planes, like actual planes. It'd just be easier to show you.
Looks like they're tangled up together. What will happen next?
Yup. Just a plane. The turbulence. I think that's called like I don't know the original name for that, but that's kind of cool. I think the camera angle could have been a lot better, and they should have showed him going up then down in the plane, because you only saw the plane for like a few seconds. It's a little weird, because I like it, but I don't like how it's portrayed, which is a very reoccurring thing. I'll give that a... I don't know, actually. Yeah, I'll give that a B, like a... Like right here, no, I think it's better than that. Yeah, I'll give that a B. It's just... It's how it looks in it, and while it's nice, it's just, I don't know, I feel like it's missing one thing that could really sell the move, but it could have just been it's the camera angle. I really think it's the camera angle. Or like the effect. I just feel like a lot of these moves don't really have an impact. So this is Kinnikuman in the Fight for the Throne arc, I believe, but the 4Kids dub named it Commander King Muscle, which is, it's just Kinnikuman in a different costume for a specific fight. Well, for a specific arc. But anyways, I think it's just gonna be the muscle spot, yeah. Just the muscle spot, but we can still look at it because it's cool. Cool looking move. But anyways, there you go. Put you right up there. Yeah. I should maybe make like a... Nah, I would say make a thing called clones, but some of the clones, example like Enraged Rampage Buffalo Man, it's just much better. Much better. Alright, so the name on the character select is Chojin Kid New Costume. Very weird. This is just Kid Muscle or Montaro in a different costume. Really weird name. Is it just gonna be the Muscle Millennium? Yeah. I always found it really weird. In the 4Kids dub, every time Montaro goes into his burning into strength, he yells Ultimate Muscle. He never did that in the original series. That's like a completely new... Actually, I'm getting sidetracked. So yeah, we're just gonna put you right up there, yeah. I can complain about the 4Kids dub all day, let's just keep it as it is. So they actually didn't change this guy's name. In both versions, his name is Ricardo, so that's actually pretty good on 4Kids. But anyways, I think I know what it's gonna be. Okay, yeah, okay, it's gonna be this. I do like that smile. That's a very unique move, and I'm surprised they kept the name. Torture Slash, okay, that's the original name of the move. That looks cool. It's a very unique one. Yeah, that's very cool. That's unique. Looks nice. I like how they focused on the limbs, so it looks like you could see it clearly on what he was doing. I do like that. How much do I like that? Well, let's see. So I'll put you right at A tier. I think that was just very solid. I don't know, I think I liked it because it just had something to it that's like, huh, that sticks out. Sticks out in a good way, looks cool, and this guy just has very dull pain and kind of gets off to it. So that's why it looks like it hits him more than it hits the guy, but trust me, it hits the guy a lot. Hence the name. Ricardo, Lord of Darkness is up next, and you would never believe this guy's actually Ricardo. Yeah, true form Ricardo right here. Really cool looking design actually. But anyways. Oh, okay, it's just gonna be the exact same move. I do gotta say, it does look cooler on this guy because, you know, he has the whole demon aesthetic, so I do have to give it a higher rating. Well, just right in front of it. It's still cool, it's just that this looks cooler. So right there. So finally is Vance McMad, which you can obviously get the reference there, but anyways, let's see what it is. Oh, is this just a clone? Oh, okay, yeah, it's just the exact same. Wait, no it isn't! Wait, what? Huh? Okay. Alright, so I thought it was gonna be an actual move. Okay, you got me there. I don't know where. This is a really weird one to end the series with. You know, I was a little too much praise on it. I want to put both of them on A tier because, overall, they're okay. They're just, funny and goofy. They're both different, so that's nice. I think I like, Grandpa's more. I just think his was a little better. But this one's still goofy. I like it. I love the portrait for it because it covers his whole face. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, well, let's just end it here. Yeah, that was a little weird. Not the best. You know what? That is a good way to end the episode off. Just because it's goofy and, you know, I thought it was just going to be the exact same thing. But yeah. But anyways, here's our list. Overall, pretty alright. I feel like a lot of things in the Rule of Cool always ends up being B tier. And, you know, that's how things are gonna be when it's opinionated. When it's not an actual tier. When I'm not rating a solid number or something. Because things are just gonna be okay. A lot of things are just gonna be, yeah, that was cool, but it wasn't amazing. And yeah, but overall, I do like this. Like I said in the beginning, I did want to try to grade this fairly, you know, except for a few of them because it's my list, I can be biased. But, you know, that's why I did chose the 4Kids dub, mostly to torture some of you guys, to show light that the 4Kids dub exists, and because why the hell not? It's not like I'm gonna have any other reason to listen to 4Kids dub. But there's also another reason, is because there is another Kinnikuman game that I do want to cover that's significantly better in every single way, that has the JP dub. But like usual, Slothcakes here. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Rule of Cool. Like always, if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Leave a comment if you want to see me cover a different game or just some other niche game that I never heard of. I do want to do some non-mecha related games, but that doesn't mean I'm going to go back to doing mecha related games. I still have a few under my belt for future videos. But like usual, have a good one, and I hope to see you next time.